Hello again, ENC students. This is your professor, Michael Blumenberg, and this video is designed to do a couple different things. I want to make you familiar with what you need to do in week 10 of the semester, but I also want to show you just a couple things real fast with the Opposing Viewpoints database, especially as it relates to a new paper that you're going to start working on this week. So as always, I'm going to go to weekly assignments, and I am going to go down to the Week 10 folder. And as usual, we'll start with the Week 10 assignment sheet. Okay. So what you're asked to do here is to look at Picking Cotton, pages 129 to 149. That's all of Chapter 8, and Into Break in Chapter 9 on page 149. There's an assignment sheet for the source paper project. We'll talk about that. And you're also being asked to go to Opposing Viewpoints database and review list of potential topics. Review this video, which I'm sure you're doing at this point because that'll help you. No submitted work this week. On the discussion board, you are to work on the source paper topic. And this is a little bit unusual this week because I am not requiring you to post a reply to a classmate. I'm just looking to get your topic at this point. My writing lab, you're finishing up punctuation, mechanics, and spelling this week. Excuse me, that should have been a module that you started working on last week. So with that being said, I'm going to go back to the Week 10 folder. We'll pull up that assignment sheet and take a look at it. Okay. So this is a lot different than what you did with the detailed narrative, because what I'm asking you to do is look at information outside of yourself. So first of all, I'm asking you to select a topic from the society and culture listing in Opposing Viewpoints. I'll show you how to get to that in just a minute. And your topic should be a societal topic based on an important issue in Picking Cotton. You are allowed to choose your own topic with some oversight from me. There are topics that are off the table, though. Those include abortion, pornography, and marijuana. That's non-negotiable. Please do not use those. You will get vetoed. Everything else is negotiable, but you'll have to officially clear it with me. That's the point of the discussion board assignment this week. Please note that you're developing a persuasive stance. That is to say, you're trying to convince your reader of something related to your societal topic. And there are some topics in that database that do not lend themselves to I am for or I am against. A good example of that's child abuse. Nobody in their right mind is for that, so you have to choose a different approach to maybe say what can be done to help combat child abuse. That's just an example. Keep track of all source information. Organization is critical to your success, and there are tools in Opposing Viewpoints that will help you. You should avoid Google or outside ways to secure sources unless you discuss it with me, and then we could talk about it. Once you're in the database, though, you'll find that it's much easier to work there than trying to find information on Google. So you're required for the paper to have 2 respectable sources in addition to Picking Cotton, which makes a total of 3 sources if you count the book. You need to have 2 to 3 pages. That's the page requirement. We haven't gone over this yet, but we're going to be going over, starting next week, MLA documentation. So we'll start talking about that soon because you are required to use it for the paper. And this is not going to go through a series of drafts because it is longer. It's just going to be one completed draft, which will be due with the week of November 13th through 20th. So your due date's listed. So I'm going to go back to the Week 10 folder. That, of course, is just the PDF file of the same document. This is a direct link to Opposing Viewpoints, so I want to click on it and just kind of show you how it works. And this is linked through the Somerset Community College homepage website. So I clicked you through, and it brings you to the direct listing of databases. Opposing Viewpoints is, there are 2 below it, so I guess you would say it's the 5th one down in total. So you're going to click it. Now, here's the thing. When I click it, because I'm working on campus, it's going to take me right in, and I'm a faculty member. But as a student, when you click on it, just as I'm going to click on it, you'll have to put in your username and password. And once you put in your KCTCS username and password, it'll bring you into this database, which looks like this. Okay? So I'm in the database now, and what I'm going to show you is you're going to scroll all the way down, and near the bottom in the corner you're going to see Society and Culture. You just need to click View All. I hope you see where that is. Right next to Society and Culture is a View All. It's a link, so click it. And that brings you to your topic listing. And as you can see, there are many, many topics. And so what you want to do is peruse the topics and find a topic that plays into picking cotton. It could be something like sexual assault. It could be race relations, racial profiling, racism. It could be class structure. Anything that you see really playing into the book is acceptable, because remember, you have to use picking cotton as one of your sources. I'm just going to click on race relations just to show you what it looks like. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, once you've settled upon a topic, and of course you're going to post this on the discussion board, but you might want to start with the overview, and it says View More. You can just click it. And you might just want to read through it, because that will introduce you to the controversy involved in the topic. One really cool thing is there's an audio version. I'll click it, and you can see that you can actually listen to the audio of it.
Overview: race relations. The word race refers to a group of people who share certain physical characteristics.
Okay, so that just kind of, again, shows you a feature to the database, which is pretty cool. The really cool thing is all the information you'll need to be successful on your paper is here. Your job's just going to be to sift through it and see what you can pull out that you can use in your 2 to 3 page paper. There are 4 featured viewpoints. That's just information that's put together by the database writers of opposing viewpoints. There are 156 featured articles that appear that kind of goes one way or the other on the issue. 276 academic journals, 6 primary sources. Look at the news articles and magazines, 3,600. Magazine articles, 1,500. And these are all very recent. This is the September 12th for the most recent magazine article, and a Washington Post article from September 27th. Just a little more than just about 3 weeks ago now, I guess. So the cool thing is, if I click on the Washington Post article, it's provided for you free, the entire article. You can go through and see if the information will fit into your point of view for your paper. And that's what you got to do first, is educate yourself on your topic so that you know how you feel and what you're trying to persuade your reader of. There's interactive maps. It's all very cool. And another cool option is, I want to go back and just click on an article. And let's just say I want it to use this one, and it says to keep track of your sources. The cool thing is you can click to have this emailed to yourself, and all you got to do is put in your email address, and if you email it to yourself, I would send it as a PDF file. That's just, instead of sending it as an email address, or a web address, I mean. You can download the article. If you hit save, that just means that it will store it within a bookmark on the database so that you can go back and find it. You can print it, but some of these articles are kind of long, so I don't know if you really want to print it, but I mean, that's a good way to keep track of your sources as well. But it's going to be a process. That's why the paper's not due for almost a month, because you're going to need some time to research and put the paper together. And as I said, next week we're going to talk about MLA documentation. So I'm going to click off the database, and I'm going to go back here. The discussion board, I just wanted to show you real fast. Let me see if I can get back up here. Here it is. Click on it. Wow, I didn't mean to click there. There we go. So it says, upon reviewing the assignment video for the source paper project, please address the following. What have you chosen as the topic for your source-based paper? And how does the topic tie into picking cotton? Do you see any challenges that you need to address as you begin work on the topic? 100 words. Just post your response to those questions of at least 100 words. Now, you can reply to a classmate, but it's not required this week because I know you're going to be very busy looking through the database and picking out your topic. So, wanted to show you that. I'm going to go back. And, of course, the My Writing Lab. Some of you are starting to struggle a little bit with falling behind in the lab. Just remember we're working on punctuation mechanics and spelling this week, and we're finishing that up before we move on to usage and style. If you want to be working ahead, you can. But please be careful with the lab. It can really hurt your overall score in the class if you're neglecting it. So please make sure you put in the time to finish up punctuation mechanics and spelling. That's it, guys. If you have any questions about anything, I know this is very new, especially working on the database, but I think you'll find it fun once you sit down and get started in trying to pick your topic. Email me, though, if you have questions. And that's it, guys. Good luck.